Hey you guys, welcome back to my new series dealing with the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. But within this series, we are opening up and we are exploring and we are giving readings for and to you underneath the manifestation of Erzulie. So this reading is called the Erzulie Love or Union reading. This reading is for those who are looking for a union within love or family or friends of interest. Or you may also use this union reading for a bridging and a forging of a connection of internal forces. Say, for instance, if you are wanting to bring forth some self-expression that have never been connected within yourself, this union will be for you as well, because self-expression is the bridging of your emotions in your mental mind. So in order for those to be balanced within themselves, this is an expression of a union through your intellect. So you may want to use the Erzulie Love or Union reading for relationships outside of yourself and family, friends, love interests, or you may look for a union and a connection of things within yourself that needs to be expressed and brought across more thoroughly. Okay, so a little bit about Erzulie. She is the voodoo loa of love and women and children, and she is the protector of that. In the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, she is manifested in the seventh vessel. The seventh vessel deals with emotions and Venus. So within the seventh vessel in the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, she is represented in Erzulie La Flambeau, fire. She is represented in La Sarine, water, Congo. She is represented in Erzulie de Hamone, Rada, air. And the full connection of Erzulie is the counterpart in the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, which is manifested in earth, and it is OGGUN. So OGGUN represents the earthly matter in the seventh vessel in the New Orleans Tarot deck. The reason why I bring this up is because it is part of the Erzulie Love or Union reading. So this is where the emotions come in. This is where love comes in. This is where connection and union comes in with the emotions, which are powerful. So that is the beginning of the reading. Okay guys, well let's get to shuffling the cards here and seeing what is going to put out on the table. This reading may resonate for you, like I said, for a love connection, a union with a family member, a new love interest. We are going to go ahead and do a layout of 5 cards that will lead us to these energies. Okay. Nope, this ain't the one card reading today. We're just going to turn these cards one more time and we're going to lay them out. I have everything like sitting up on this table like so very delicately. Just try not to knock anything over. Okay. And there we have it. Oh, very, very interesting. So let me tell you the layout of these cards, first of all. So this card here represents your current energy or love interest. This represents the past current energy or love interest or union. This represents your future love interest or union. This represents the visible energies around the love or union. This represents the invisible energy surrounding the love or union reading. All right, guys, to go ahead and just express these cards a little bit more further for this individual that this love or union reading may resonate with the most. So first here we have the present energy, which is the La Place, the Congo. This is the Prince of Cups, represented in the traditional tarot. So we have the La Place in Congo. So here in this card, it tells me that we have a bridging and a connection of the invisible in the visible world, but behind that visible and invisible connection, we have a person who has a calm surface. As you can see, he's dressing his sword in a calm manner and demeanor that leads to a person who is completely in control of their emotions. They're in control of their surface matters, basically. So, but underneath their surface, we have a fiery personality. We have a person whose interior is completely on fire, and due to that, it could lead to some form of violence, or it could lead to some form of craft, one or the other, good or bad, negative, positive. So we have a fiery individual, but underneath the surface, we have someone who could be contemplating on a form of mastery. We could have someone who's contemplating on like a form of destruction, basically. So this is the present energy that is surrounding it. And this is an individual who is surrounded by a person of this state, or this could be an individual who has manifested these states within their own selves. So moving on to the past energy, we have Madame La Lune, and she is the 9 of Congo, which represents cups in traditional tarot. Here in this card, it tells me that this person, this represents their future energy in this love or union connection, is that they were a type of person who did a lot of reflecting on cycles, if it's like yearly or however. They did a lot of reflections in their past time, where it led to joy, where it led to peace, where it led to enchantment. Okay, so this is telling me the energy that is surrounding this individual more specifically. This may be a person around, but this is within this individual in their past energy, where it was a lot of reflection, enchantment, where there was a lot of insight based on cycles that came and went. So here we have the future energy, which is LEGBA, and he is represented in the Rada nation here. So here it is telling me this is your future energy, and your future energy is saying the power of the word. You have went ahead and enchanted. You have done your reflection. Now it is time to speak it into existence. Okay, so whatever is occurring here in the future, you speak into existence, and it shall be done for you. This is what the 6 of air represents. We have Rada in the New Orleans tarot. And that is LEGBA. He is represented by the 6th vessel. So the future energy is telling you to use your power in your action through your words. Say it out loud, get it out, do affirmations. Okay, the enchantment's over. So now we have the energy that is represented in the visible world. So in the visible world, we have as you can see, we can say that this person is standing in solidity. They are solid. They are unmoved. Whatever that is occurring is a changing state here. This changing state look like there could be some war, but this individual that this reading resonate with the most is just solid and just standing, and is represented by OGGUN. Okay, represents war and technology. So this is the visible energy represented right now, that you are just standing tall, basically. So the energy that is represented in the invisible world, oh my goodness, is a favorable outcome. total favorable outcome in this love or union reading. If this resonates for you, you must know that the energy is moving in the direction of a favorable outcome with a childlike mind, imagination, personality. That is the only way that this whole manifestation is going to move, by ways of your imagination anyway. So by you following that instinct, you will have a favorable outcome. Look at that. The doors are open. You may enter in a balanced way. Okay? And the way that is given to and fro, not just on one end. Okay? You look like you've done your reflection. You have done your enchantment. Now it is time for you to use the power of the word. Now it's time for you to go ahead and continue to stand your ground. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this individual. They could be having somebody around them that's represented in this card right here too, that could be doing or thinking or manipulating this other individual in order for them not to move on. But you know, like I said, this is the past where they did a lot of reflection. Okay, cool. So the future, they want you to use the power of your voice. Okay, yep. The visible stays solid. The invisible, you have a favorable outcome. But it looks like here that someone is in your element, someone is in your space, and someone is in your environment that is doing manipulative things internally for you. Okay, energetically for you, to keep you grounded for their own, you know, wills, you know, not for you, for them. So this is what I see for this card. But you know, you have help, you have assistance, and that is what I see from this reading. Let's see. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, or check out my website, or send me an email. If you want a reading or any further descriptions, just get at me, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.